Unrivaled opening weekend showcased which teams look strongest and how Lee can improve. Unrivaled, the new professional women's 3-on-3 basketball league co-founded by Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart, got off to a hot start this past weekend, with 2 games on TNT on Friday night and 2 more on Saturday afternoon on True T. Action returns on Monday night on True T. In the meantime, here are 4 things we learned about Unrivaled in its opening days. Nafisa Collier may have inadvertently, or quite advertently, founded a league that she's perfectly suited to dominate. Fresh off the best season of her WNBA career, Collier looked like Unrivaled's best player in the early days, and her Lunar Owls club looked like the team to beat through 2 games. Collier tipped things off with a 27-point 11-rebound performance against Brianna Stewart's Mist, and followed that up with 31 points on 14-23 shooting alongside 6 rebounds and 4 assists in a win over the Rose. Collier's chemistry with fellow Minnesota Lynx guard Courtney Williams is already palpable, and the competitive spirit and scoring process of Skylar Diggins-Smith and Alicia Gray round out an elite squad that begins the season 2-0. Diggins-Smith may have been an underrated component for the Lunar Owls. The veteran guard, currently a member of the Seattle Storm, racked up 2 game winners in less than 24 hours, and prompted Collier to deem her the most competitive player she's ever played with, per the TNT broadcast. It's only 1 game, but the Phantom couldn't have gotten off to a much worse start to the season, falling to the Laces by 38 points on Saturday afternoon. They were shorthanded in the opener, needing to tip off without both Marina Mabry, calf strain, and newly signed reserve player Natasha Heatman, illness. The lack of depth was evident from the jump, as the Phantom fell behind by double digits early on and never found a way to claw back into the game. It doesn't help that Sabrina Ionescu couldn't find a rhythm in the opener and finished the game 6-17 from the field. Ionescu's eerie struggles are understandable. She is just a couple of months removed from surgery to treat a torn UCL in her thumb, and stated earlier in the week that while she was cleared to compete, she wasn't at 100%. For the Phantom to bounce back, their top players will need to improve their play. Sadu Sabally, Ionescu, and Natasha Cloud will probably shoulder much of the scoring load. Unrivaled's opening games were all sold out, and at hefty prices on the resale market, but the arena felt largely empty on the TV broadcast. That's because the camera primarily faced toward the team's benches, where no fans were seated, giving the false appearance of a somewhat empty arena, or at least one reminiscent of the NBA and WNBA bubbles. The lack of visible fans was pretty much the only negative thing about the viewership experience, though, which was otherwise outstanding. The Brendan Glasheen/Lisa Leslie commentating duo was great, and sideline reporter Ali LaForce masterfully took viewers in and around the arena to tell the full story of Unrivaled, including its amenities and the unique opportunities presented to players. Unrivaled features 5 rookies: Kate Martin, Angel Reeds, Ricky Jackson, Aaliyah Edwards, and Cameron Brink, who is recovering from an ACL tear. And it was fun to get to see how their games have progressed since the season's end. There are lots of other great players in the 2024 WNBA draft class who aren't playing in Unrivaled. Caitlin Clark was the near-unanimous Rookie of the Year, and Camila Cardoso has been dominating the competition in China. But this offseason marks the first time that fans can watch rookies continue their development into their sophomore season, and opening weekend showed substantial flashes of promise across the board.